Hi guys, I'm going to be showing you all of the features of the Grand Theft Auto 4 in-game editor. I'm going to take you guys through the entire process of making a video, and the first thing you need is the source, so we have to get a source clip of anything really. Grand Theft Auto has a fantastic feature that once something happens that you would like to save, all you have to do is press F2. Here we go. Press F2. Saving my clip. Clip is saved. Now that we have our clip, we can go into the video editor, which you can access through your cell phone. It'd be great if you could have video editing software on your cell phone. Now that we have our clip, we can go into the editor and make a new project. That's a project that I'm working on that you'll see later. We can double click or drag our clip onto the timeline. You have clips from today, this week, or later than this week in any of these sections here. Pretty easy. Once you have the clip in the timeline, you can double click to watch it. You can add music or text if you have songs in here, or I think you can use your own music if you save it in the right folder. I use text sometimes in some of my videos. I guess there's transitions, but I don't really use those. So here's your title. We can call this Floop. Really don't know. And get right into it. When you save a clip, the game does not record audio and video of what happened. It records the action within the game so that it can later be pulled out and it'll re-render it live just like as if you were playing the game. This one saves a lot of space because video footage is like hugely huge, very big. And two, it gives you more freedom in this editor, because if I had to choose from just this marvelous game camera, I don't know what I would do with myself. All of my videos would look like shit. Now that we are in the clip editor, you'll notice the timeline and the toolbar. The timeline is dynamic, so you can start and end the video whenever you like. The toolbar has the back to the beginning button, as I like to call it. You can rewind, play, fast forward, create a marker, which is very important. Switch between markers, the previous one or the next one. You have all of your tools. This is like the hotkeys. I really don't use those. I kind of just use the space bar to play and stop. And you can save with this button or by pressing F6. Here you have where you're at on time, and we will get to markers. Markers are the most important thing about this editor. Every clip starts with a marker. What it allows you to do is apply filters. I never use these, but they have them, and they actually look pretty cool. I don't know why I don't use them more. Holy shit. Oh, that one's freaking me out. You can adjust the speed of how fast or slow the game moves, all the audio levels, and you can turn speech off. Most importantly though, the cameras. There is two types of cameras, actually really three types of cameras. There's preset game cameras. I'm gonna just let it go back to daytime. That's one thing about this game, is if you switch clips between day and night, it has to kind of like fade the light in. That's okay. We're gonna go to our previous marker here. There's preset game cameras, so you can see what the game, when you played the game, you actually saw. That's the game camera. Front, back, sides, overhead, chest, and from behind with handheld. Even better though, there are two types of custom cameras. One is a target camera that allows you to place the camera on the character, and the camera will stay on the character as the character moves. Or a free camera, a free camera where you place the camera on the character. More things you can do with this editor is you can change the field of view. You can increase it so you have a wider shot, or you can decrease it so that you have a narrower shot. used this for a long time because I didn't really see the need, but you might grow into using it as I did. Like, it makes, if you're going really fast and you want to make it look like you're going faster, a follow camera with a really wide field of view makes stuff look like it's going by faster, or a really far away shot like this but really close up gives it a different kind of look than if you were just like this. The editor has a handheld option where you can increase or decrease the amount of handheld camera shake you have on the camera, so it looks more like Cloverfield or whatever you want to do. I almost never use that. Something I just recently discovered, though, is let's place 2 markers. Let's move this one so that it's in a better position. And let's go to the next one and put it in front of Nico. So now I have 2 camera positions. And if I go to the first one, and I go to movement, and I go to linear or blend, they do essentially the same thing, and I play it, the camera will go between those 2 positions in a seamless motion. That was a kind of crappy one because it didn't really work that well, but that's okay. I got the point across. That's something I just really learned how to do within making my last video, and I've been doing this for 2 years. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to edit this clip and try to incorporate everything that the editor can do into just a short clip. When I'm done with the clip, I will show you how to save and export it, and then I will show you the final product. So I'm going to get to a place where Nico is standing still-ish. There's me. Okay, turning around. That's why I want to start it. So I'm going to drag the start to right there. I want a better angle than that. So I'm going to go to a custom camera. Let's do a free camera. Let's put it down on the floor. You can move the camera around quicker by holding shift. You can scroll to move it up or down. As you can see, all of the controls at the bottom. The bottom left, what would be the mini-map, you see the camera and the position to the character. If you're not looking at the character, you have the limitation of the brown ring right there. Doesn't let you move any further away, but if you're looking at the character, you can go further away. I really don't know why that is, but whatever. I didn't make the game. So, let's get a really low shot with a really wide field of view of Nico. That'll be our first shot. So he starts walking. Let's stop. Actually, let's go back and kind of move it out of the way so that he won't walk over us. Once he's out of the shot, we need a new marker. Let's go to a target camera with a normal field of view. Let's lower the camera a little bit so that it's not centered on his head. We can incorporate some camera tilt. I'm just holding E. Here we go. Let's put a filter on because I don't really use filters. There we go. That's bright enough. That guy's just tripping. So let's get a minute of him walking. Okay, now the worst part is setting everything back to normal. Sometimes after, there you go, it's kind of hard to like get your tilt right because you never know what's level. Now we will do, let's do a target camera, but of not Nico. We can have anybody else who is, oh shit, who is this lady? What the fuck? who are you? Anyone who is rendered in the game when I was playing it is considered a character that I can watch off of, which is really cool. You know what? I'm going to do it off this girl on the computer. Here we go. She's hard at work, and Nico is just barely in the background. So there's Nico walking out of the shot. Why don't we raise it a little bit so you can see him better? As soon as he's out of the frame, let's go back to Nico. Well, I have an idea for the next shot, so why don't we do one of Nico from behind his head with a lot camera shake. That looks silly, but okay. Let's go from here. Lots of camera shake. Until he gets outside and stops. I have an idea for this one. I want it to be really far away. Just gonna be a little bit trippy. Really far away with a really narrow field of view. Let's get it a bit closer. Okay. Let's go back to when he stopped walking. That'll be good. Okay. Shit. Okay. Good. Need another marker. Need to move in. Let's give ourselves the widest field of view. Right up on his face. I want the hat in there too. Oh, he just looks goofy. Move to the side a little bit. Okay. Go back to the previous marker. Let's do a linear. Actually, let's do a blend. I don't know what ease is, so we're going to find out. Oh, okay. I think I know what it does. I really don't know what it does. Still. So here's the shot. From stopping. So he starts walking again, but we need a shot from him. He starts walking. So right after he looks, we'll get back. Oops. And get back on the target camera. Actually, no. Let's get a free camera up and walking down the stairs. From on top of this. Go walk out of the shot. Oh, come on. Seriously, Nico. Shot. And that's the whole clip. Save it. Go back into the editor by pressing escape. You have your one clip here called Floop. You have your entire timeline right here. We don't have any music. We can put a thing of text in there. Let's say in all caps, Nico. Let's pick a different color. Yellow is a good color. Size, huge. Whatever. Font. That's a good font. Drag it onto the timeline. Go back into the clip. Let's go to that zoom. Okay. Oh my god, that's like perfect. That's basically what I wanted, and I didn't have to adjust it at all. So, but if you did want to adjust it, you would just go to that clip, find out, okay, right here is where I want it to show up. 10:09. Move this to, see, 10:20 at the top, right below Floop. 10:10. Now, to export it, you export it to quote-unquote web quality, which is 480. 720 is pretty standard for HD, or if your computer can handle it, 1080. So we're going to export it in 1080 because we can. So let's do it. And this is what you would see. As soon as it loads, you're going to see the editor go frame by frame through the clip. You have your progress bar at the top. That's the whole clip. As soon as it's done, it's now saved in your rendered folder within Rockstar, which should be in your documents. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you learned a lot. This wasn't the greatest thing I've ever done. I had to do it kind of quick. But I get a lot of questions like, how do you make these videos? Like, how do you get this funny stuff to happen? A lot of that's just random and just is a lot of time, like, just me playing and this stuff just happens. So just mess around. Don't go out looking for funny things because they'll find you if you're not expecting it. And just keep your hand ready to press F2 whenever. If you want to try to make your own clip or your own video, post it as a video response to this because I would love to see it. Check out this rendered clip of Nico being a boss.